Times of uncertainty are difficult for everybody involved. They make something really difficult like parenting extra hard. Maybe someone in your family got a diagnosis that's now causing stress and anxiety. Maybe there's a health crisis that's going on or a natural disaster that's on its way. Maybe something has happened that just is leaving your family, maybe a big change, maybe there's a move that's coming. Whatever that case may be, uncertainty oftentimes makes us feel unsafe. So it's hard to know what to do as an adult, let alone to know how to walk a child through a process of uncertainty. And so here are a couple things that we want to do in these seasons. We want to first make sure that we're regulating ourselves. Our kids are watching us to see how they're supposed to respond, to know if they're going to be okay. They're listening when we don't think that they're listening. They're watching our body language. They're watching our actions. They want to look to us to see if we're okay, to see if we're stable in order to know if they're going to be okay. And a lot of times we don't think that they're very perceptive to what's going on, but whether or not they're showing it, chances are they know that something is off. They know when their routine is different. They know when things have changed in their day-to-day life. And this is especially true when working with children with trauma, because kids who come from hard places, their little brains are wired to detect danger. And so all the more reason to assume that when something is going on that is causing high stress and uncertainty in your home, your kids know about it. And so what we want to do is, again, we want to make sure that we're regulating ourselves. We want to make sure that we're doing what we need to do in order to breathe and pause and pay attention to our emotions so that we can be mindful of our responses in these moments of uncertainty. The next thing that we want to do is we want to connect with our kids. We want to have a conversation about what's going on at a developmentally appropriate level. We want to both validate that they are sensing something real. We want to validate that what they're noticing is real and that their feelings and that their gut is telling them something true. And we want to do this in a way that doesn't cause more anxiety. And one of the things that we want to do with that is we want to allow their feelings to come up. Allow feelings to be present. Be okay with not having the answers. It's okay that in seasons of uncertainty, we can't fix it. We can't say for sure what's going to happen. That's all right. By being able to acknowledge the feelings that come up and simply be present with your kids in these seasons, we're actually building resiliency in them. Because life is full of moments where we don't have answers and we don't have easy solutions. And so I want to invite you, connect, lean in, acknowledge the feelings. You can say things like, this is really sad right now. It makes me sad too. Or it's really hard to not know what's going to happen. But here's what I do know. We're going to get through this season together. Simple phrases like that simply acknowledge the emotion and then communicate peace are extremely valuable in times of uncertainty. So once you've connected with your child, you've regulated yourself, you've connected with your child, now the last thing that we want to do is we want to talk about a plan. And this could be a really simple plan, and it could be a plan that even you could bring your kids into. And it can be something like this. It's really hard not knowing what's going to happen next. And it can be really scary watching shelves clear out and watching people prepare for this incident. But here are things that we can do together. We can make sure that we have all the art supplies that we need right now, so that in moments maybe where we're not sure what to do, we can go do something creative. Will you help me come bring those together? Or maybe it's really scary not knowing what's going to happen next. But here are some things that we can do. We can put shutters on the walls and on the windows, and we can bring all the houseplants in. Will you help me? Right? Or maybe when it comes to something that involves health, it's really sad watching our friend or family member be sick. And it's so hard knowing we can't make them feel better. But here are some things that we can do. We can write them a letter and send them flowers so that they know that we're thinking about them. Having a plan allows children to still feel safe and know that there are some concrete next steps in this time of uncertainty. It's not meant to be something that fixes or takes away the feelings, but simply a next step to let them know, hey, we're still making steps forward. We're still working on this together. The goal in times of uncertainty is not to fix the problem. It's not to ignore it. It's not to pretend that it's not there, but simply to get through it together with honesty, acknowledging feelings along the way, and ultimately doing it in connection while remaining regulated throughout.